Most of our area is expected to get at least 3 inches of snow, but some places could see up to 10 inches. It's a first alert weather day as we track this winter storm for you. Time-lapse video shows the first round of rain coming down earlier this afternoon. That has now turned into snow in the city. Here's a live look from Mobile 2 on the road right now up in Terrytown, Westchester County. You can see the snow on the streets there. Traffic moving okay, though. We see that snow starting to coat the windshields of the cars. We have team coverage for you on the storm tonight. Derick is in Morris County, New Jersey, with a look at conditions there. Lori Bordonaro is in Riverdale, the Bronx. But let's begin with meteorologist Vanessa Murdoch and that first alert forecast. Vanessa.
Yeah, it's something awfully beautiful out there, Jess, but we know conditions will deteriorate and we could see some trouble on those roadways. Hence our first alert weather day until 1 a.m. in the morning. Snow will be heavy at times over the next several hours, creating slick and at times tricky travel. As far as totals, we're talking about 3 to 6 inches in the city, 6 to 10 for our north and west suburbs, 1 to 3 inches hugging our coastline. Some totals already into the first alert weather center. Lake Hopatcong at 4 inches, Chester at 3.3, in the park just about 4/10 of an inch as of now. Our official forecast to give you a more visual look at where the biggest numbers will tally up. We're looking northwest of the city for that 10+ bullseye. Portions of Sussex County, Orange into Ulster and Dutchess may get the most. And then there's a big swath of that 6 to 10. It cuts through most of Bergen County, Union, Essex counties, and all the way back toward Hunterdon. Now in the 3 to 6 inch category, that's the white you see here, all 5 boroughs, Nassau, much of Suffolk County, southern Fairfield County, Monmouth, as well as Middlesex counties. And for Ocean County and the east end of the island, we're projecting 1 to 3 inches for you. From high atop the Empire State Building right now, I can't see a whole lot as the lights flicker, but nonetheless, we've got snow in the city. It looks beautiful. It's starting to stick. 32 degrees. Winds are out of the north, ushering in colder air. That cold air gets dragged down, and hence we're seeing the transition from rain to snow on the east end of the island. Will be a little bit longer for those of you on the very eastern end, Orient Point, Montauk, before you see snow. But nonetheless, as this storm continues to evolve, we'll get snow for all of us. But essentially, it's light to moderate snow for most of us right now. Maybe a couple of pockets of heavier snow. For those of you in Quorum, if you're not getting a mix, it's coming down pretty good at this moment in time. Babylon getting some light to moderate snow. Bridgewater seeing some moderate snow. And we see up toward Hyde Park also some moderate to maybe heavy snow. It's borderline. But certainly we have some patches of nothing happening as well. A little lull for some across Staten Island as well as Middlesex County. As we go through the next several hours, expect light to moderate snow, at times heavy. We're looking at 8:30. Notice how it's still snowing steadily for all of us. 10:30, now the storm is breaking apart as it makes its exit off to the northeast. Midnight, we're really seeing the tail end of it in the city. The east end still getting a little more activity until roughly 1. After 1 o'clock, skies clear from west to east, and we prepare for the deep freeze. Tonight, 18 degrees. The snow will exit after 1 a.m. That 18 degrees does feel like single digits to start your day. We're going to talk about how the numbers go even lower for Tuesday and Wednesday, and those are another 2 first alert weather days. Jess, back to you.
All right, thanks, Vanessa. Derick continues our team coverage live in Denville, New Jersey, with a look at conditions there. Derick, looks like the snow's coming down at a pretty good clip.
Jessica, good evening to you. That's right, Denville, New Jersey, here in Morris County. The snow is coming down. You can see behind me this main street here downtown, completely snow covered. I'll show you what kind of snow we're dealing with right now. So I picked this up a couple minutes ago and noticed that it's pretty light and fluffy. I mean, this is really hard to actually make a snowball out of. But again, this snow really only just beginning. Check out this video on Interstate 80 shortly after 5 o'clock as we headed west through Denville, New Jersey. Low visibility and slushy conditions as the first rounds of snow started falling. By later tonight, there is expected to be several inches on the ground. The salt spreaders are out across North Jersey. In Patterson, 23 trucks spent the day pre-treating and will stay on the roads to start plowing before Monday's deep freeze sets in.
My guys, we could definitely handle the 48 inches. Our sort dome is full to capacity. Our calcium tanks are full to capacity. We're out there pre-salting now, and as soon as the weather drops later on tonight, we definitely start using some calcium to break up some of that ice.
In Riverdale, New Jersey, families are getting ready for a snow day, even though schools are already scheduled to be closed for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
What's your favorite part about snow?
Playing in snow.
We got shovel, we got a sled. We are gonna try to clear the snow, make a slide, and try to play.
And back out here live on Broadway in Denville, you see just how much snow has already come down. We have a worker here at a smoke shop on the street here who's clearing this pathway, and we've got several inches already, and it's still coming down. A lot of stores are closed in this area, but I'll tell you what, one store that's open, the liquor store, is open, and certainly a lot of people are looking forward to that during a snow day, a holiday. People are looking forward to that, Jessica. I'll send it back to you.
They're always open, right? You never know when you have a wine emergency. All right, Derek, thank you. Snow is also blanketing the city's northern suburbs. Slow and steady flakes falling in Terrytown, Westchester County. It's making for beautiful scenery, but could create slippery driving conditions. Roads are already pre-treated with salt, and snow plows are out in force tonight to stay ahead of the storm and keep the roads clear. Team coverage moving now to Riverdale, where Lori Bordonaro has a look at the conditions there.
And Jessica, right now we're just starting to see that snow begin to fall, and we're getting a light coating here in Riverdale. Right now we're taking a look at the hill where we saw some kids sledding just a little bit earlier, and a lot of people out here still walking their dogs, but the snow is expected to pick up, and a snow alert is in effect until about 2 o'clock this morning. Right now you can see sanitation workers, they're out. They are expected to spread about 20 million pounds of salt across the city. They'll be treating both bike and car lanes, and once we see 2 inches of snow on the ground, the plows will begin rolling. So city officials are asking people to stay off the roads, take mass transit if you can, so those plows and salt spreaders can have access. This is the most snow New York City will see in 3 years, and some people, of course, excited about it. Some people not so much. Of course, we will be out here for the rest of the night, and we will continue to keep you updated on the latest conditions. In Riverdale, Lori Bordonaro, CBS News, New York.
Thanks, Lori. The MTA says it's also prepared. Buses have been fitted with chains, and employees will be deployed to clear snow from signals, switches, and the third rails. The MTA is urging anyone who has to be out tonight to allow extra travel time and be cautious of stairs and platforms at subway stations. And if you have weather photos or videos you'd like to share with us, scan the QR code on your screen there. You could see your images on air or social media. And your First Alert weather team will have you covered with weather updates throughout the day and night, streaming on CBS News New York. Monday morning, we are on the air half an hour early, beginning at 4 a.m. to help you navigate the icy roads.